All right, guys, welcome back to yet another episode of DSA Python series. And little bit, I'm late today because I was stuck somewhere. Okay, so no worries. So the topic for today's video is, let me just share the window. Right, live streaming. So give me a second. Just give me a second. All right. So search in rotated sorted array. Okay. So how do we do this question? So we have an integer array, right? And okay. Okay, so yeah. So we have an integer array, okay, sorted in ascending order with distinct values. Okay. Um, it is already sorted ascending order में, right? Prior to being passed into the function, nums is possibly left rotated at an unknown index k. Okay, so it must have been left rotated, right? It must have been left rotated. It means that, let's say this is the example given. Okay, so it was initially 0 1 2 4 5 6 7, right? But it was left rotated, so this 0 1 2 came to the end, right? It came to the end. Okay, now, so the resulting array becomes like this. Okay, so this is a long version. If you want to understand, this is, say, nums of k plus 1. So this is this was at kth position. If we compare it with the original array, so it is at kth position. However, it is at 0th position with respect to present array. Okay, so this is only the nums given. Okay, but if you consider its original form, okay, when it was sorted, then this must have been its kth position. Okay, and this was how it was arranged. So nums of k plus 1, etc. Nums of n minus 1, nums of 0, nums of 1, okay, and nums of k minus 1, right? So nums of k minus 1 will be this 2. Okay. So likewise, it is presented. Okay, it is presented. Now, what I have to do is, I have to, let's say this, some target will be given to you. Okay, and I have to take outs or find out its index. This is what the target is given, right? This is the target given. Okay, we have to take out the index of this target value. This nums was once sorted and now it is rotated kth. Okay, k times rotation is already done. Okay, so now this can be very easily done through simple linear search. Okay, so I will just put a condition: if nums of I is equal to my target, okay, then return I. That's it. Okay, with a single line of code you can solve this question, but that is in O of n complexity. Okay, so in worst case scenario, if my target is 2, then the while loop or for loop has to traverse through every possible integer of this array, right? So it means that if the value of this is n, the total number of nums is n, then my time complexity will be, since it is linear search, the time complexity will be O of n. I don't want this because in question it is given you must write an algorithm in log n time complexity. Okay, big O of log n runtime complexity. So I have to do something else, okay, so that I can get better time complexity than O of n. So when it is given that the array is sorted, okay, or a part of this array is sorted, right? You can see here this part is sorted, okay, and this part is also sorted. Then probably you can go for binary search, right? You should go for binary search. Let us try doing binary search. Okay. Now for binary search, I have to take my low, I have to take my high, okay, and I have to define what number of elements in the array is, okay, and I will always put this condition while low is less than high, okay, okay, mid is this, and let's say in the first instance my mid is equal to target, okay, so if nums of mid is equal to target, okay, then I'll simply return mid. Okay. So accidentally, if I would say that my target is, let's say, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 0, 1, 2, 3. Let's say my target is 7 here. Okay, this is my nums. Okay, this is my nums and my target is 7. Okay, so this is my low, right? And this is my high. So low plus high divided by 2 will be the mid. Okay. And since there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 characters, it means that the high will be 6. Okay. So 6 plus 0 divided by 2 is 3. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So 3 is at this position. Okay. So nums of 3 is 7, right? Nums of 3 is 7. It means that nums of mid, so 3 was mid, right? Because we have calculated the mid. So nums of mid is equal to target, then I have to return mid. So my mid will be 3 here. So that is my answer. Okay. But what if my target is something which is different from the first mid? What will I do then? What will I do then? Okay. So let us think about it. What can be done? So let's say here my target is 0. Okay. Here my target is 0. So what I'll do is there are two steps to do. Okay. So step one uh, is to identify which part of array is sorted. Okay. And after once you have identified which part of array is sorted, your step 2 has to be mm, whether uh, whether my target, okay, whether my target lies on that part where the array is sorted. Okay. and if it doesn't lie, then you have to do something, and if it lies, then you have to do something else, right? Fair enough. Okay. So we can continue with else part. Okay. Else. Okay. I have to identify which part of array is sorted. Okay. So for sorting, what I can do is, let's say my number is this and my target is 3. No, let us consider this number. Okay. Just consider this number, 4 5 6. Okay. 4 5 6 and 7 and 0 1 2 3 2 3. Okay. So this is my number. Let's say my target is 6. Okay. So 0 1 2 3. Initially my nums of 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So huh. So let's say my target is 6. Okay. So what is my mid, or rather nums of mid? Nums of mid will be 0. Okay. Because 0 plus 8, you know, 7 divided nums of mid will be 7. Okay. Here nums of mid is equal to 7. How it is coming 7? Because mid is equal to low plus high divided by 2. So low is 0. Okay. So 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 0 plus 7 divided by 2 will be 3. So index 3 is 0 1 2 3. This 7. That is why nums of mid is 7. So अब now my target is 6. So I will first see uh, whether my that half is sorted or not. Which half is sorted? Okay. So I would say if nums of mid is less than or equal to nums of mid is less than my nums of high. Okay. If my nums of mid is less than nums of high, it means that, let's say my nums of mid is coming 7. Okay. So if nums of mid here, is it less than nums of high? No, it is not. So it means that it is not sorted, and you can see that it is not sorted. If my nums of mid was, if my nums of mid would come 0, then I would probably say, okay, 0 is less than 3. It means that this part is sorted, right? So let's consider, let me remove this 3. Now it is 4 5 6 7. Let me put some more numbers. Okay. 4 and here 3. Okay. So if my target is 6, nums of mid will be 6 now. I'll just remove it. So if my nums of mid is less than nums of high, it means that the particular this thing is sorted, right? Okay. And we will for understanding purpose, we will assume such a array so that we can understand if that part is sorted, right? So let me just take one array. Let's say mm, 0 1 2 4 6 9. Okay. And here 10 12 15. Okay, let's say the number or the array is like this. Okay, so what I'll do is what is my mid now? So 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, so 8 divided by 2 is 4. 0 1 2 3 4. So my nums of mid is coming as 1. Okay, and let's say my target is 12. So first of all, my nums of mid, which is 1, is less than my nums of high in this case, right? Nums of mid is 1 and my nums of high is, right, nums of high is equal to my 9. This is my nums of high is equal to 9, right? So not audible. Let me check. Am I audible now? Am I audible? I don't think there is anything which is. Let me just check. Okay, so this is so working. Let me just check on other device. Hello all. Hello all. Okay, I'm audible. Yeah. Hello all. Yeah, I'm audible. All right. So, so guys, this is very good question. Just concentrate on what I'm telling you. Okay. This is a question which is asked in numerous lot many product based companies, and they have offered quite huge amount of package to the people who have solved this question, right? So please listen to it carefully. Okay, and just understand the logic which I'm putting here. Okay, just understand the logic. So I haven't done any I mean this is just the start of this question. Okay, you have given an integer array, and this the initial integer, the original integer is sorted, but this is rotated. So some part is sorted, and see, some part is sorted in that this fashion, and other part is sorted in the other fashion. Okay, but the original array was sorted, and I want to find out the target. Okay, so I am considering this as the array for understanding purpose, right? So that I can explain you well, right? um, so 10, 12, 15, 0, 1, 2, 4, 6, 9. Okay, so target is my 12. I have to search 12, and I have to find the position of 12, or I would say index of 12. Okay, how do I do that? So nums of mid is equal to 1, right? So this is coming 1. What is mid? Mid is low plus high divided by 2. Okay, and nums of high is 9. So when nums of mid is less than nums of high, it means that the part which I am referring to is sorted. This part is sorted. Nobody can challenge that. Okay, this part is sorted. So I have written down 2 steps. First, I need to identify which part of array is sorted. Okay, so mid से लेकर यहाँ तक this part is sorted. Okay, from 1 to लेकर this. Okay, now step 2 is whether my target lies on that part. Okay, if my target doesn't lie on that part, let's say, so if my target lies on that part, okay, so what I'll do is, if nums of mid is less than or equal to target is less than or equal to my nums of high. Okay, one condition can be this, ki the target lies on that part. Okay, if that target lies on that part, then what you will do? Okay, else if the target doesn't lie on that part, then what you will do? So let us consider here my target doesn't lie on this part. Okay, so what I'll do is, I'll do, because my target is here, so I don't want these values. I have to delete these values. I have to remove these values. So what I'll do, I'll have to shift my high to left side. Okay, so my high will be equal to mid minus 1. My high will be equal to mid minus 1. So my mid is, right now nums of mid is 1, so my mid is here. Okay, so my high will come to here at 0th position. My high will be here. Okay, now my low is 10 and my high is at 0. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, at third position my high is there. Okay, so again I will do nums of mid is this mid is equal to low plus high divided by 2. So my again this mid will come somewhere here. Okay, so this loop will continue. Okay, so whether my target lies on that part. Okay, so if this lies on this part, it means that, let's say my target is now 6. Let's say my target is 6. So what I'll do, I don't require this mid से लेकर ये वाला end, right? I don't require this. So what I'll do, I will do low is equal to mid plus 1. I will shift my low to the other side. Okay, so I will do low is equal to mid plus 1. Okay, so if nums of mid is less than nums of high, okay, it means that this is sorted. Okay, so if nums of mid is else, so my else will be इधर का else, no, else इसका होना चाहिए. Okay, and low इसका होना चाहिए, and else इसका होना चाहिए, and okay, this is correct. So if my nums of mid lies on that part, then I will do low is equal to mid plus 1. अगर नहीं lie करता, then I have to shift my high to the left hand side. Okay, this game continues. Okay, so if nums of mid is less than nums of high, it means that I'm considering that for example this right hand side wala mera, this is sorted. Okay, if it is not sorted, then there will be else statement. Okay, else statement किसका होगा? For this I will have my else statement, right? So here I will have my else statement if this is not sorted. Okay, else, it means that this is not this is not sorted, right? It means that the other part will be sorted, right? The other part will be sorted. Okay, so in that sorting, if again this will get played again, right? If nums of mid, so here it will be nums of low is less than equal to target is nums of mid, right? Because now I am considering the left wala part ki if it is sorted, right? If either this part will be sorted or this part will be sorted, if this part left wala part is sorted, then it means that my low and mid ke beech mein target will lie somewhere, which was in this case, right? When the initial target was 12. Right? So in this case, what I'll do, if my nums of low, this target comes in between my nums of low and nums of mid, right? In this part, then what I'll do, nums of low and nums of mid. Let's say this is nums of low and nums of mid is 1. Let's say my uh, target is 12. It means that it is lying. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll do high is equal to mid minus 1. I will do that. So here I will write high is equal to mid minus 1, and if it doesn't, then low is equal to mid plus 1, and in the end I'll return what I'll return. Are there people? Okay, so in the end I will return mid I return mid. Let's check whether we are correct or not. Let's try executing it. Syntax error. Okay, if indentation error. Okay, is there any indentation error? Why low is less than high? Else if else. I'll just delete it. Not required. Okay, so the answer is coming wrong. Target is output is 4, expected is -1. Okay. Everyone in the chat, what's element is yeah, yeah, array then -1. Yeah, yeah. Everyone in the chat, what's going on? If elements is not in the array, then -1. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have to consider that. Yes. So here I'm not able to find the target. Then I think here somewhere I should put return -1. It is not found. Okay, okay. Target is 0, my output is coming -1 y भैया. अच्छा ये आउटपुट इधर ले रहा है. हम्म, Okay, you already returned the mid. Remove. Okay, return -1 at the end. Yeah, you already returned the mid when you check first. Okay, okay, right. Okay, uh, here you are saying here I would return -1. Is it? Yes. Okay, so yeah, logically. All right. Uh, okay, so guys, this was sort of good question. Okay, I think this is medium question, and a lot of companies have already asked this question. So those those of you who are striving to do such questions, then just try out it at once. Okay, it's little bit logical, but it is easy if you understand the logic. Okay, it becomes easy. Okay. So binary search, at least you do 10 to 15 questions so that you get a hack of it, how to do, how to search in rotated sorted array, or search any array in the sorted array. Okay, all those things can be done very easily, right? Can we try doing another question? Search rotated array 2. Let's do this question. Or let me just submit it first. Whether all test cases are passing or not. Okay. Yeah. So you can see here all 197 test cases have passed. You can also check the analysis, what it is showing. So current we have done through binary search. Suggested was also binary search in the question. Key idea is modified binary search on rotated sorted array with distinct values, right? Complexity is a log n. Uh, yeah, log n into big O of log n, right? Okay, and excellent work. Your solution is already optimal in both time and space. Okay. So the code style is good, structure is excellent, add spaces around operators for better readability and consistent formatting. So that can be done. Okay. So there is an integer array sorted in non-decreasing order, not necessarily with distinct values. Okay, so this is another aspect where mm, so before being passed into the function, nums is rotated an unknown pivot index k, right? So might be rotated pivot index 5, and then all such have become given the array nums after the rotation and integer target. Return true if target is in nums or false if it is not in nums. So you must decrease the overall operation step as much as possible. Okay. So output is this, and target is 0. So I want boolean output. You can see here it is showing the output should be bool. So let's start doing that using binary search directly. Okay, let's do this. N is equal to len of nums. Low is equal to 0, I is equal to n minus 1, while low is less than equal to high. Now, I will say my mid is equal to low plus high divided by 2, right? Uh, if nums of mid is target equal to target, I will simply return true because I want in boolean, right? Uh, else, now there can be different conditions. Okay. Mm, So my sorted order here is this is one sorted 0012 and the other one is 256. 256 is also sorted. Okay. Now, mm, let us consider the range of the target. So if okay, so 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. 0 1 2 3. So this is 0. So nums of mid is 0. So it will return true. But if my target is, let's say, 5, okay, let me just change my target to 5. It means that here also I would follow the same step, those two steps. I will have to see uh, whether my given part of array is sorted or not. Okay. So if nums of mid is less than nums of high, right? If it is, then it is sorted, and whether that the target lies in the sorted value or not. Uh, if nums of mid is less than equal to target is less than equal to nums of high. If it lies, then we will do something. If it doesn't lie, okay, if it doesn't lie, in this case my target is 5, it is not lying, it means that I will do high is equal to mid minus 1, right? I will do high is equal to mid minus 1. Okay. And here I will do low is equal to mid plus 1, because I have to take my low to the right hand side, so that in this particular section I will I will have these uh, kids roaming around, because I don't want that other section, because my target lies on the right hand side wala section, right? Okay, so that is why I have to shift my low. Okay, but I have to do something so that these repetition wala thing is taken care. Okay, else in the else part I will say that my right hand side is sorted. Okay, so nums, so else if nums of q is less than nums of mid, right? So what I'll do is I will just say in this situation, if my target lies between low to mid, right? If my target lies between low to mid, let's say I'm talking about this. If my target doesn't lie in my low to mid, then I will do low is equal to mid plus 1 here. And this I will do here. Uh, so if nums of mid, I'll do this. In the end, I will do return false. I have to see how I should handle the repeated character. So it is throwing time limit exceeded error. Why? Why it is showing time limit exceeded, man? What is the constraint? 5000. Time limit exceeded error. So in what if nums of low, nums of mid, and nums of high are equal? We have to assume that case also. What if in this case, if my nums of mid is equal to target, I'll return true. And there is one more condition: if nums of low is equal to nums of mid is equal to nums of high, if these three are equal, then I will do low plus equals 1 and high minus equals 1. Okay, that I can do. Okay, so it will take care about the repetition, I suppose. So if nums of low is equal to nums of mid is equal to nums of high, what I'll do is mm, I will do low plus equals 1, high minus equals 1, and I'll just say continue so that it breaks. I mean uh, it will not execute the following loop, right? Yes, it is getting executed, man. So this was the condition to check test case 2 is also passed. Let us try submitting. I think it gets submitted. Oh, something is wrong with the code. Nums of mid nums of mid. So the code is breaking in this. If you consider nums as this, it means that it is not getting executed and it is throwing the error. Can I put or condition? If nums of low is equal to nums of mid, um, then I'll do mid plus equals 1. Okay. So if nums of mid is less than nums of high in this part, and if it doesn't lie, then high is equal to mid minus 1. Okay. Else, if nums of low, if it is in this part sorted, it is in this part, and if that is not there, then logically this will be correct. And in the end, so while this return false, outside while loop I have to return false. But what is the problem? What is the problem? Some test cases are getting passed, some are not. पाँच मिनट let us check what is the problem. Nums of low less than nums of mid, but it should be nums of low is less than or equal to nums of mid. See that this target is 2, low is 0, mid is 2, high is 4. Nums of low is this, nums of mid is this condition is for because 3 is not equal to then nums of mid is less than nums of high. So you enter the left sorted section. Therefore, neither low nor high changes. Okay, loop repeats forever. So nums of low should be less than or equal to nums of mid. Nums of low should be less than nums of low is less than or equal to nums of mid, then I have this. Okay, now this case is getting executed. Let us submit it. Oh, very nice. But guys, this was very tricky question, and this is going into the infinite loop if we are not putting this equal to sign here, and I have to shift that my if and else statement below it, please. So that was also the problem. So whenever you put one if condition, then in else you should put the other if condition. Otherwise, if there are some nested if statement, then it will be a problem for you, right? And you won't be able to detect what the error was. Okay. So that's how this problem is done. This was two good question. Very nice question. Search rotated sorted array 2, where you have not necessarily the distinct values. It was similar to the earlier question, but it was way too tricky, right? And anybody can solve and won't be able to solve this question, right? Okay, so attempted solved. Mhm, mhm. Okay, so this was the distinct values. If nums of low is less than or equal to nums of mid, and now you try solving it. So this is accepted. Nums of low. Your code is very close, but there is one important boundary issue. Num submit is less than target. Okay. All right. Because my this thing is already handled, right? Okay. 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 I have handled this equal to, right? So here nums of mid I should remove this equal to, and here uh, I should remove this equal to, and so the test case is getting passed. Let me submit this. We are very close. Mm, okay, so one more test case is there. If all the elements are equal, then what are we gonna do? Okay, so if uh, we have almost done everything, we have removed the duplicates, right half is sorted, uh, left hand is sorted. Our logic is correct. What if my test case is? What if my test case is this? Uh, Let me just put this exactly. Okay. This is a tricky case where duplicates make the problem one in the worst case. First iteration is this. Okay, you do this. You do this. Why does this become off and obvious? Eliminate one from each side. So you inspect almost everyone from worst case and complexity. It's not a bug in your code. This is an inherent limitation. Okay, the duplicates make it possible to always determine which half is sorted. Hmm. So I think our code is correct, guys. The code is correct, but since since it is taking big O of n to traverse through the loop, that is why it is showing time limit exceeded error. However, the our logic is 99.9% correct. There's nothing wrong in that. Okay. Let me check what discussion people are saying. The worst case is linear time which cannot be improved. Yes. If I'm wrong, please correct me. There are many annoying test cases. In fact, the linear search is not slow for those annoying test cases, right? Just remember this edge case. If there are head duplicates in array, this edge case will make your work easier. But yeah, remember that in worst case, time complexity is this. Binary search running in my veins. I have just spent half an hour debugging my code only to realize that the stupid test case are actually looking for a true false answer, not an index where question clearly states we need to return index. Kind of suspected since the output are true or false. I would have fixed it now given that this question is 6 years old. I've been thinking about getting a premium account. Okay. Consider this question in a circle, but instead of index, we just return true. Equivalent existing there, but there is a catch. There are duplicates in the array, which was not in the first question. So there are some edge cases where we will get a wrong output. So this is, you can think of its first element, mid element, last element, all equal, and you can just reduce searching space by. Okay. First of all, array solution is able to. Okay, guys. So I think our search space is good, and the way we did the question is, which cannot be set within log and time complexity, and the tests to be passed are being done in order of n. So this is what the solution is supposed to be. Please comment if you get any better solution than this. Okay, please comment, and do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you tomorrow same time 11 p.m. with even better good question. Find minimum in rotated sorted array. We will do this question tomorrow, right? So till then, bye bye and enjoy your night and good night.